Hi guys! Welcome to my class. If you are frequent watching my videos, please subscribe. Please like and share so that you can also help other students. Our topic for today is about three-dimensional figures. Before we proceed to our main lesson, I would like to give you some information regarding our UAE rulers. I would like to inspire you every day. You can see in the picture the support that was sent to Kenya by the UAE. The aid to India and to a lot of other countries. Sheikh Zayed's ability for being a generous giver was said to be so great that the Islamic anniversary of his death, Ramadan 19, was declared Zayed Humanitarian Day in the UAE. This is to inspire and encourage more charitable giving among future generations. That is why, up to now, the UAE leaders were sending aids and support to other countries, not only during pandemics, but throughout the years, whoever needs it. Do you know that Sheikh Zayed established solid foundations for humanitarian actions? And today, it constitutes an approach for sustainable generosity and giving. In the picture is His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. He is now the current President of the United Arab Emirates, and he is the Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. He is also the Chairman of the Supreme Petroleum Council. Sheikh Khalifa succeeded his father, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Do you know what? His heart, his mind, and his actions are exactly the same as Sheikh Zayed. Sheikh Zayed is a living legacy. That is why, according to Sheikh Khalifa, he is following the approach of his father in offering development and humanitarian assistance, which becomes the pillars of the UAE's foreign policy. Sheikh Zayed's name is always associated with generosity and giving. Do you know, guys? You cannot give if your heart is full of hatred. You can only give if your heart is clean and full of love. That is the heart of Sheikh Zayed. I do hope that you are enlightened again with the values that Sheikh Zayed imparted to us today. Now, let us move to our lesson. The main objective of our lesson today is to describe properties of three-dimensional figures. Let us start with a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism has 12 edges. Do you know what edges is? That is a line segment on the boundary joining one vertex to another. I mark the edges with a black line. These are the line segment that joins the vertex or the corner point to one another. A rectangular prism has 8 vertices. I mark them with a red dot. These are the points where lines meet. These are the vertices. You can see that we have 8 vertices here. A rectangular prism has 6 faces. The faces are the flat surfaces of the figure. You can see that we have one on the top and one at the bottom. One in front and one at the back. One on the right side and one on the left side. And the total faces is 6. Let us move on triangular prism. It has 9 edges. I mark it with the blue lines. You can see that all the lines are 9 in numbers. So these are the edges. A triangular prism has 6 vertices. I mark them with green dots. You can see that all the corners of the triangular prism are 6. A triangular prism has 5 faces. I color the top and the bottom with yellow color. So, 1 on the top and 1 at the bottom, plus 3 on the sides, it will give us 5 faces. Now, let us move to a cube. A cube has 12 edges. I mark them with black lines. And the total number of the edges, which are the line segment of the cube, is 12. A cube has 8 vertices, and I mark them with blue dots. It has 6 faces, 1 at the top, another 1 at the bottom, 1 in front and 1 at the back, and 2 on the sides, the left and the right. So the total is 6 faces. These are the flat surfaces. Let us work on this example. Describe the faces, edges, and vertices of the three-dimensional figure and identify it. How many are the faces? We have 6 faces here. 1 at the top, another 1 at the bottom, 1 in front and 1 at the back, and 2 on the sides, the left and the right. Now, how many are the edges? We have 12 edges here. We have 12 line segments that join the corner points. We have 8 vertices in this figure. We have 8 points where the line segments meet. What are the shape of the bases, the top and the bottom surfaces? The shape is a square. What about the front, the back, and the side faces? What is the shape? The front, the back, and the side faces are also square. Now, can you identify the three-dimensional figure? Yes, of course, it is a cube. What about this figure? How many faces do we have here? We have 5 faces here. 1 at the top, another 1 at the bottom, and 3 on the sides. So, these are the flat surfaces. We have 5 faces here. And we have 9 edges. I marked them with red lines. So, 3 on the top, 3 at the bottom, and 3 around the sides. That is why the total is 9 edges. We have 6 vertices here, and I marked them with blue dots. These are the corners of the figure. Can you identify the shape of the bases, which is the top and the bottom, which I colored blue? The shape of the bases is a triangle. What about the shape of the front and the 2 side faces? The shape of the front and the 2 side faces is a rectangle. Now, can we identify what is the name of the figure? Yes, of course, it is a triangular prism. What about this figure? How many faces do we have here? We have 6 faces here. 1 at the top, another 1 at the bottom, 1 in front, another 1 at the back, and 2 at the sides, the left and the right. Now, how many edges? We have 12 edges here. These are the line segment which I marked with a black line. How many vertices do we have in this figure? We have 8 vertices in this figure. These are the corner points which I marked with a yellow dot. What are the shape of the bases, the top and the bottom surfaces? The shape of the top and the bottom surfaces is a rectangle. What about the shape of the front, the back, and the side faces? The shape of the front and the back faces is a rectangle, but the side faces, which is on the left and the right, I colored them purple and red, are square. I want you to look at the picture. It is a Vancouver wood building, which is a rectangular prism. There are 2 shapes that you can see on the top and the side of the building. What are these 2 shapes? The top is a square, while the sides are rectangles. To sum it up, I summarized the three-dimensional figure properties here. A rectangular prism has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. while a triangular prism has 5 faces, 9 edges, and 6 vertices. The properties of a cube, which is also called a square prism, is the same as the rectangular prism. It has the same number of faces, which is 6, the edges is 12, and the vertices are 8. I will never stop reminding you what Sheikh Zayed wrote for us. Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley. Whenever you have confusion on some part of the lesson, I want you to go back. Light up your way. Watch it again step by step, carefully, slowly, and I know you will get it. Math will always be easy for those who are studying. Discover your undefined smartness. Score high in math. Okay guys, till next lesson. Good luck!